Harris at the Bulls, and it's the Bulls who get first use of the ball, collected by Ethan Ryan. He gets it away to Aribi Doro, thunders it forward. Where do you think this game's going to be won and lost tonight, Terry?
You know, because of this pitch, the York forwards have got to be really up for the game. Look, they know how to play, don't they? Ed Chamberlain here with a good break.
And they have got a good break. They're going straight through the middle. Good tackle comes in from Dagger, who stands his ground, but early break for the Bulls. Ball now moves across here and taken forward by Sutton. The start that would have been for the Bulls. Here they come with Ackers. Ackers out of dummy half, gets it away now. He finds Mellor. Mellor dumps it back to Sutton. He'll get it away to Aikens. And Aikens tackled 25 out. Ball back now to Mellor. He finds Nicarima. Ball back to Blake. Blake angling across, gets it away now. Dean's pass goes to ground, picked up by Chamberlain, but he's having to go backwards to just maintain possession. He'll take the tackle just inside the 30.
Go 5.
Now Dean will send it high, and this could be collected on the full in goal. It is. Disappointing end to what was a pretty promising set for the Bulls.
Yeah, it was a great start, wasn't it? The first touch from Ed Chamberlain, he makes a break, tips the ball on the inside to Riley Dean on debut, makes a break. Look really good. Like I said, you come here, you look at the dimension of the pitch and you think as a forward like Paul Vaughan is here, it's going to be a battle up front. We've got to make sure we get it right. But Bradford know how to play it. They'll shift the ball at will and when they need to.
Hawks first foray forward. There you have it here. They've missed this fella greatly. Jordan Thompson, veteran. Here now is Vaughan. Carries it forward up towards the 20. Tom Inman. Got very excited to have him on board as Harris is going to float the kick. Galliano will collect it, bats it back for Wood, who's going to try and stay in the field of play. It wasn't the last tackle, so they get another one here, Bradford. Galliano gets the ball away. They're going to come down the short side with Harris, but Nicarima's all over him, but it was... referee blew his whistle. Initially thought he was going to give a penalty there, but he says that'll be the turnover. And both sides have had a set in the bank, and the Bulls get it back.
You know, and that's what you're going to get off Liam Harris, isn't it? You know, someone who's going to ask plenty of questions. Everyone normally expects you get to the last tackle and you're going to kick the ball. No, he spotted something in front of him. He went for it, but Bradford's defence was up for it. Nice carry as well. Strong play from Connor Wynn.
Now centre field, here's Doro. Been really impressed with him this year for the Bulls. Big, strong athlete. Here's Ackers now, gets the ball away. Well, neither side have had problem getting it downfield so far, have we? Here's Mellor, such a key inclusion. Short pass, straight through they go. Here come the Bulls, rampaging run. Tackle made on Russell, 10 out. Short side, no, back on the inside. They were looking to try and break through. This time, it is a turnover. Bradford couldn't quite force it on the power play.
Well, they look on, don't they? They've had 2 sets of 6. They come up with 2 tackle busts. On that occasion, there's big Dan Russell that goes through. And again, you look at the forwards of E.B. Doro, Ryan Sutton making real big inroads into York's defensive line.
It's been a lively old start, hasn't it, here? York looking to make their way downfield now. Looking for an offload, they find one. Here's Dagger. On halfway. Inman finds Vaughan. Vaughan just stands in the tackle. Kurt Hackett will be too pleased with that. Here now is Harris, thinks about the dummy, then rolls a kick through and it falls for Galliano. Harris has put it down. He was looking for the pass to Inman. If he takes it in, it would have been a try to the sticks.
Oh, he'd blown a chance there, and again, just asking plenty of questions. Drops the ball. Dead set try. Would have come off. Well, Mark Applegarth, no, you've got to take those chances. No, both sides conceded an average of 28 points. I'm going for a captain's challenge here.
Yeah, they are. Let's have a listen then to our video referee tonight.
That Liam Harris drops it and then kicks it.
Okay, you've got a captain's challenge, challenging the on-field ruling. of a knock-on. We just need to establish if Liam Harris drops the ball, which would be a prior breach. So Galeno collects the ball here. Let's just go back. It's from a kick, sorry. It's been confirmed, the call onside on field and confirmed onside there. Play it through. Take possession. So it touches Liam Harris's arm there. And then let's look at
it's before that, mate. It's before the
sorry.
kick. They're saying that when he kicks it, that he drops it on the floor first.
Got you, mate, sorry. So Liam Harris is going to kick the ball here. Does he make contact with that ball? Okay, mate, yeah. Okay, it's going to be challenge successful. You can clearly see the ball there hits the floor before Liam Harris then kicks the ball. So it's not simultaneous, so it's not a drop kick either. So it's a knock-on as the ball touches the floor, clearly bounces back up and then is kicked.
Play the ball.
So it's challenge successful.
Thanks, mate.
There we go. So
I was like 50-50.
the challenge is going to be successful. That means Bradford will get the ball a little bit higher up the field than they were going to get it. But Harris already, what we're 4.5 minutes in, Terry, he's showing exactly what York have been missing for the last few weeks.
Yeah, well, he's a key player. We said it at the start of the game, didn't he? When you bring him back into the field, he knows how to get you around. But you've got to contend with the big forwards up front. Been really impressed with both sets of forwards, the way that they've been going after each other and giving a platform to build off.
There's Doro. Well, it's blood and thunder so far. Bulls looking for a 5th home win. Here's Mellor. Here's the ball now, and Marker's not square, so Ackers is exposing that hole. Up to the 20, last one. I'll go again to Riley Dean. This time he takes a bit off his kick. No for Luma underneath it, catches it. He's collected by the Bulls. Decent kick chase, decent end to the set for the Bulls.
Yeah, well, pretty good take as well. Wasn't under a bit of pressure, and Bradford getting nice and tight here, looking to impose themselves, apply a bit of pressure and getting off the line. That's good play, isn't it? Nicarima.
Galliano burning the tackles here, and Inman's going to put a kick in. This is a decent kick. He gets a big bounce. It didn't quite get a big enough bounce, but it wasn't a bad effort from the hooker. What's the chase like? Well, Inman leads it. And Inman, having made the kick, makes the tackle. That's not a bad end for the York Knights.
Yeah, it's a big plus, that, isn't it? Oh, nice kick, get some distance on it and then go to work and then try and restrict those meters here. Again, it just seems a bit too quick, doesn't it? You're getting off, the markers aren't squared, the markers aren't set. That's why you're getting plays running from dummy half.
Yeah, they're taking the easy meters on offer, aren't they? Here's Ackers now. Ackers scampers across, turns the ball back. Here's Sutton, offloads it back to Akins. Akins turns it to Mellor. Can Mellor keep it alive? He finds Aribi Doro. What's he going to do with it? Goes one way. Look at the footwork from the big man. And he needs to run into someone. He takes the tackle, 15 out on the last. Dean's going to send it high. This is going to be a contest. No Faluma. I think he pulled out of that. He did really well, didn't he? Looked like he was going to jump for it, and then he just went, hang on, I'm going to let you jump for it.
It's a nice kick again, though, isn't it? Riley Dean looking, putting some pressure on York. And Connor Wynn, well, just knocks the ball forward.
Look at this, just to highlight what you were saying about the average play of the ball. Well, Bradford normally one of the slowest. Look at it the other way. Speed of the ball, play of the ball against, well, the Bulls second in that ranking. So doing well there, the Bulls. He's 4.
They're just hanging off him, aren't they? Paul Vaughan has got a decent offload as well. 3 players in attendance.
Here's Harris. Oh, sleight of hand, gets it away. Here's Dagger, but he's Chloe Wonga-Blake's folded him over there. Dagger rolls out of the challenge. Nothing untoward in it at all. Here's Harris. He's going to float the kick high across the field. It's going to come down on the 10. No Faluma catches it, puts a kick in. I think his centre was offside. Yeah, he was offside. That's a good call from the referee. when the kick went in, Mata Afa was stood in an offside position. Good spot from the ref.
Yeah, a bit of a brain explosion, wasn't it? From Mata Afa, like you say, stood in front of the man who kicked the ball. Nice kick over to the left-hand side of the field. And Nofaluma just knocks it forward. And give the penalty away. You've got to be really disciplined. I know it's quite easy sitting up here and watching it and thinking, no, you shouldn't do that. But when you're on the pitch, it's a different mentality.
Here's Dean, short pass. Thompson thunders in. A lot of the players are standing in the tackles, aren't they, on both sides? And that obviously aids to the quicker play of the ball. Here now is a chance for Nicarima, taken off his feet. Was that a flop? I think the referee's knocked it.
He's knocked the ball on.
He spilled it, Nicarima. I think the Bradford fans were thinking there was maybe a late challenge there, but Nicarima couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, he was just slammed to the floor, wasn't he? And then it come over the top from Liam Harris. And he just looked like he put his foot down on the accelerator, Jaden Nicarima. But the attention from Liam Harris over the top just forces the error. Kurt Haggerty's men. You know, it's so important that you win these close games, and when you turn up today, both of these sides will think that they'll be able to win it. They've got one win in the last 6 games, both of them. When you look at Bradford, they played the likes of Leeds, Wigan, Hull KR, Wakefield, Warrington, just the one win against Hull FC.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought battle as well. Here's Thompson, short pass to Vaughan. Tackled on the 40. Inman will fire the pass now to Harris. Gets it away. Oh, that is not a good pass. Wood reacted quickly. And well, they're screaming for a knock on Bradford. I think they're going to get one. That was a horrible pass, wasn't it, in the build-up there? All went wrong quite quickly.
They're just asking the question here, do they want a challenge? And does it come off Fulton? I don't think it does. I think it's just a shocker of a pass because he's under a bit of pressure from Fulton.
Yeah, it looked that way to our eye, didn't it?
Scrum. Bradford ball, shot clock on.
Let's have another look here.
Yeah, look, he just steps in. He doesn't make any contact with that ball. He just feels the heat from Fulton and just wants to get rid of it, looking to tip it onto one of his teammates.
You would have imagined, had there been a Bradford hand on there, the player who passed it would have said straight away that hit the other player, and there was nothing coming. So York maintain their challenge, save it for later. Dean just pops it up, taken forward again. Tackle made on halfway. There's Jack Martin. Marcus finds Sutton, finds Doro, runs at Harris, stands his ground with help from Vaughan. Now to Mellor. Mellor gets it away to Dean. Out the back to Akins. Flowing rugby here. Chance down the far side for Wynn. Done well to stay in the field of play there. Nofaluma tried to drag him over the sideline. Here's Mellor. Uses Doro. Up to the 20 and beyond. Last one. Nicarima down the short side. It'll go instead to Dean. Not the best. Should be collected by York. Been a bit of a mixed bag, hasn't it? His first one wasn't great, then he got a few good ones away, and that last one just lacking a little bit of depth. But I'll tell you what, it shows they've got great faith in him, the fact that they're putting him on kicking duties on debut.
Yeah, look, I remember watching him as a kid. He's a very good young player. Come through at the Siddle club with the likes of Amir Borough, Tom Olroyd, Morgan Smithies in the same team.
51% possession. Completion rate for the Bulls better than York at the moment, and the meters are in the Bulls' favour. But it feels, watching it to the naked eye, this is quite an even contest so far.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in it. And I love one of the calls from one of the Bradford fans in front of us, shouting when Thompson got the ball, give it him, he doesn't want it.
They obviously don't know Jordan Thompson, do they?
Exactly.
He's been around a while. He plays it tough. He started off actually as a centre in his young days at Castleford.
Remember. Looked a bit younger than he does now, but, well, so do we all.
Off him now, Jordan. Back York. Pull.
There he is in the heat of battle again. And losing players like Thompson and Harris has been such a difficult thing. They've competed really well, York, by and large, but they have missed those two pillars of their team.
Yeah, look, it's massive on the field, it's massive in the changing rooms and on the training pitch. You know, you're missing them.
Oh dear. Will Dagger has done everything right until the last bit.
Well, the ref even thought he'd caught it because he was about to blow his whistle. And then it's just a fumble, isn't it? Like you see players so many times obsessed with getting the foot behind the try line. And it's not as though he loses footing, but he loses concentration and focus and just fumbles it.
Well, Ryan Hall, of course, got away with that last night because that was from the kickoff. So all he had to do was touch it. But there, Dagger had to catch it, and he didn't catch it. It's a decent goal line restart, though. It's gone over the halfway line, so York will be happier with the outcome now, but they've got to defend a set that they shouldn't have had to defend. That was a howler, wasn't it?
Look, it's at least where Andy Ackers wants to be now, isn't it? Well, again, like you said, not been taken to ground.
Too many players standing in the tackle. Here's Nicarima, gets it away. Here's Akins running out of room. And Ethan Ryan had come back underneath there. He got that away. That would have been a try for Ryan. Here's Wonga Blake. Blake always dangerous. Drops it back for Nicarima. Oh, he's hit.
Good shot,
knocked off his feet. Got the pass away to Ackers. Gets it away to Aribidoro. Runs at Harris. What a shot that was on Nicarima, and he still got the pass away. Ackers finds Mellor. Gets it away. Dean no way through. Great one-on-one tackle. Had to be as well. Last one here for the Bulls. Mellor going to fire it wide now here. Fulton gets it away to Blake. Blake put the kick in. Picked up by Galliano. Somehow has got in, but they're offside, I think. Referee's given a penalty here for a high tackle.
Yeah, I think a high shot. Just desperate to get back in the field of play, wasn't he, Galliano? What about the shot from Will Dagger? Galliano, you can see he takes it up top. Ethan Ryan just trying to manhandle him and get him behind that try line. And they get the penalty. And maybe 20 metres. Look at that for a hit.
That's a fullback.
Yeah, brilliant. It's amazing what happens to a player. You know, they make a mistake and they think they've got to come up with something to make amends. Well, that's what he did.
He did. That's a nice carry as well. Downfield from Jack Martin. Inman gets it away to Vaughan. To the ground.
Seen a lot of the ball so far. Paul Vaughan, 7 carries in the opening, 15 minutes?
Yeah. You know, infield come the Knights. Thompson gets it away. Harris gets it to Wood. Wood sidesteps his way forward inside the 20. Coming short side here with Harris. Harris fires it wide to Dagger. Galliano, I think, put that down. Referee says play on and it won't matter. It'll be the turnover anyway. They are coming down this short side a lot, York, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they like the look of the right-hand side, don't they? And maybe that's because Liam Harris, that's the position and the side that he's playing. So he does pull the strings. He does call the shots, especially on the back end. Why would you go away from him? The confidence that he's playing with. Oh, wasn't sure about that pass to Ed Chamberlain for a corner win.
Yeah, thanks for that. All here with Wynn. Bumps off one. Cuts in field, looking to get the ball away. Still going Connor Wynn. Great run. Diminutive winger. And he got clattered as he went to the ground. Here's Sutton again. Gets it away to Nicarima. Nice hands. Finds Fulton. Fulton on the angle. Couldn't get the pass away. Wood makes the tackle. Quick play of the ball for Ackers. He's off and running. Finds Nicarima. Goes to ground. Last one. Bradford knocking on the door again. Connor Wynn, though, is down injured at the minute. And that's the wing they're going to. And Riley Dean's going to be tackled. But I think I mentioned Connor Wynn got thumped as he went to ground on halfway. And he's struggling at the moment.
Yeah, he is. Well, you know, he's a big, powerful winger, isn't he? Makes plenty of tackle busts. And you can just see that he just... Well, there was Jordan Thompson over the top of him.
It's a nice
struggling a bit, though.
Yeah, he is. Oh, now a penalty given away by the Bulls. This will help the Knights' cause.
Well, the ref is working with the players, isn't he? Wants to make it a quick, clean game. You've got to get out the ruck, haven't you? You know, 3 players were all around the Aribidoro. Again, I talked about Vaughan, I think Doro's been really good.
Yeah.
In the opening exchange, he runs powerfully.
Go.
Well, there are other games tonight in the Super League. You can follow them all on Sky Sports Plus. Castleford in front against Lee, 6-0 at the Womble. That's live on Sky Sports Plus right now. And Hull in front at Warrington, 4-0. You can also follow that on Sky Sports Plus. Here we await the first points. We've had 18 minutes. We've had plenty of chances, but none so far taken. Here now is Harris, gets it away, and a big shot goes in there. That's on the debutant there, Harvey Reynolds. Ball short to Vaughan. Vaughan will lead the line. Can he find an offload? No, he can't. Inman gets it now to Harris. Harris fires it wide. It bounced kindly. The old bounce pass is going to come up good for York. Nofaluma's in at the corner. The bounce pass caught out the Bradford Bulls, but it didn't catch out the Knights. Nofaluma in at the corner, and it's the Knights who strike first here at Odsal.
Yeah, well, he certainly knows how to finish, doesn't he? The same experience that he's got down under in the NRL, nearly 200 games. Scores his 6th try in Super League. And they come up with a bit of luck here. Harris doesn't quite find the man that he was after. But at least the ball goes to Nofaluma on the outside, just has the pace to get on the outside of Connor Wynn, who, like I said before, picked up a bit of an injury. Whether he was still struggling with it.
Yeah, look at that. West Tigers try-scoring record, 100 in 192. That is some strike rate, but in the NRL, outstanding. And he was never going to pass up that opportunity. The try hasn't actually been confirmed yet. I'm not sure what we're looking at in the background here, but there's Mark Applegarth. And the try now is confirmed. That's Denise Barnforth being spoken to by Mark Applegarth. You were having a chat with him before, Mark, in good spirits?
Yeah, really confident. You know, good guys, isn't he, Mark Applegarth? We were talking about John Keir, actually, about that they had him at Wakefield, gave him a start as a young kid, then got rid of him. And then he went to Batley, Mark Applegarth, and then all of a sudden John Keir followed him and he got rid of him again.
This is a big kick for Cody Hunter from the sideline. That's the angle. It's a tough one. Sends it towards the post. Touch judges, wave it away. So it remains at 4-0, but Mark Applegarth and the Knights on the back of David Nofaluma's try. Happy.
Well, the big thing is you get on the scoreboard. Will Daggett, well, he just knew he didn't have to take a step or two, did he? All he needed to do was get the ball out to Nofaluma over on the left wing, and he'll do the rest. Scoring points, and the first points are so important for both of these sides.
Yeah. Another busy week of Super League continues, and NRL. Cowboys Dolphin is the early game tomorrow, 8:30, followed by the Broncos and the Titans. Have a bit of pushing and shoving here as the referee's whistle blows. Tomorrow, Huddersfield Toulouse is live from Dewsbury, 2:55. Wakefield Hull KR. How will KR bounce back from their cup disappointment? Tell you what, Ackers didn't miss there, did he?
No, he just gets bumped out. You look at the power in Vaughan's run there. He's really ripped in. Then there's a swinging arm, and you see Andy Ackers, he was apologising when he goes down. And it was the second shot. That's what Paul Vaughan, well, he took exception to that, didn't he?
Didn't look great, did it, on the replay, if we're honest?
Well, powerful run. He bounces back, and then he comes in, and he catches him. You know, earlier on in the year, maybe you sit down for 10 minutes, don't you? But
what he's saying, is that the best you've got?
Yeah, well, look, it's always like, when you see shots like that, if you've got your hand clenched and you've got your hand like in the fist, like, I don't think there was any real power in it, let's be honest. But there was a swinging arm.
Yeah. Has he gone to line him up thinking he's going to be stood up and he's just fallen into it?
Look, you know...
Well, let's have a listen in here. Let's have a listen.
It's an open-handed strike, but he is falling. That's your mitigation. It's going to be 10 minutes.
10 in the bin, you said.
Well, there you go.
You expected a card, you've got one.
Yeah, I said at the start of the year, they were always going to be cards, weren't they? And again, you can tell from a reaction of a player. Andy Ackers went in, he was probably a bit annoyed that he got bumped off by Paul Vaughan. He goes in for the second swing at him. Well, like I said a minute ago, his hand wasn't clenched. There was no real force in it, but it's enough to get him 10 minutes in the bin.
Yeah, he'll get a sit down. We're back underway. Knights have it. Here's Wood, takes it in. He's wrapped up by Wonga Blake. Galliano finds Harris, gets it away to Inman. Vaughan drives his way to the 40. Here's Thompson. Thompson, another big carry, straight up the middle. Up to the 20. Inman busy. Drops the ball back in here. Yorker on a real roll, straight downfield here. They've got the player advantage. Are they going to strike again here? Inman comes to Harris. Harris, ball over the top, looking for Galliano. Ball back in, was batted down. I think it's knocked down by Nicarima there. And that might just have saved a try, because the Knights were ready to strike. The lovely ball over the top for Galliano.
Yeah, most definitely. It was. Look at the time ball over the top as well from Harris. Galliano just pops it back in. And they get another set of 6, but Nicarima come to the rescue, didn't he? That was definitely going to be a try for Sam Wood.
They've defended that quite well, haven't they? Yeah. Ryan makes a good tackle, and then Nicarima comes in to knock the ball away. But here's another set of 6, and here's Vaughan. And Bradford have got some defending to do here. The Knights looking to strike. Ball back here. Martin will power towards the post. 5 out. Inman gets it to Thompson. Thompson had a runner outside him there, couldn't find the pass. Inman fires it wide. Here now is Hunter. He's going to be wrapped up. Bradford defend well. And I guess this is where the narrow pitch will help them. Being a player down, there's not as much room they've got to cover. Well, they've still got to cover it with a man short. Here's Vaughan trying to offload. Good tackle in there. Prevented the offload. Last one. Bulls so far so good. Short pass, Thompson, what a tackle. Great tackle. That's Joe Mellor underneath that, who's just come up with a try saver on Thompson.
Well, I said before the game, you know, just as reading the team sheets, how important it was to bring Joe Mellor back into the side. Well, that's what he gives you. He's 100% effort on everything he does. And going low on the big man, knew where he was. He was far enough away from the try line that if he falls over, he's not going to get over.
Blake wrapped up. A bit of a push out there on Galliano, told to get on with it.
Yeah, Wonga Blake just trying to make and pull a penalty out of the referee, not having anything.
Short pass here. Now they're moving it along. Here's Dean, turns it back on the angle for Akins. Over halfway. Mellor puts the brakes on, tries to get a pass. It was knocked down, and York are going to pick it up. It went backwards off a York hand, and Mellor just trying to force the issue there.
Well, do you know, that's like fighting for every play, isn't it? Holyfield is the man who knocks the ball back to one of his teammates, because that offload was on. The ball goes out from Joe Mellor. It certainly has. He's got the numbers. You can see Aitken and Riley Dean there, but good play from the young man. Holyfield.
Good urgency on the ground as well. Here's Xavier Vata. He's been one of the outstanding players in Super League this year. He's a meter eater, isn't he? Xavier Vata, and he's tackled 20 away. Here now the ball back to Sam Wood. Wood on the angle will carry it. Armforth into the action, finds Harris. Harris rolls the kick in. Beautiful bounce for Akins. Right place, right time for the Bradford fullback. No nonsense there.
Yeah, it wasn't the right play that for me from Harris. Normally he's been pretty good. He's been clinical in everything that he's done. Poor kick. The Bradford fans, well, they're desperate, aren't they, for a penalty here, saying that York are offside. They're not in line with the referee.
Ball played quickly. Here now comes Nicarima.
He looks dangerous, doesn't he, every time he gets the ball, Nicarima?
He does. I've seen him. He's not played that many games for Bradford, but when he has, he's had a massive impact on the matches. Big in the win against Huddersfield and against Hull here a couple of weeks ago. Ball from Dean is sent high. Dagger gonna have to jump in the field of play. Can he get down? He can. But what a place to turn it over.
Yeah, great place. It's what you do on the back of it, though, now, isn't it? Not giving a penalty away, getting a bit carried away. And that was a good take as well from Will Dagger.
Yeah. Well, Cass are in front, but they're not any longer. Lee have hit the front. They lead 12-8 over at the Wombo. It's live on Sky Sports Plus right now. Barford. Oh, they're going to get a penalty here. Oh, they'll be furious.
Oh, he's pulled it. I think he's pulled it out there. I mean, was it Galliano? You just have a little look. He traps. You can see Chris Atkins' arm in there. He can't pull it out. If he pulls it out, the ball spills out, goes on the floor. It's a penalty, isn't it? He's trying to do the right thing, but Galliano knows exactly what he's doing, just trapping the ball in. Or trapping the hand in with the ball, should I say. Well, that's a look of innocence, isn't it?
Chris Atkins will probably do that many times in his career, but when you're on the wrong end of it, it doesn't quite seem as funny, does it? Here come York leading 4-0. Bulls fans are getting a little bit irate here, but we've just got to stick in it for now as they're a player down. Xavier Vatar again plundering meters through the middle. Here's Barmforth, gets it away. Harris has got bodies. Ball over the top for Galliano. Had to cut back in. Now he's sprinting across the field. Gets it to Xavier Vatar, who will have another carry. Can he get an offload away? He's being manhandled here, but somehow stays on his feet. They're short to the left, surely, but they've come right. Vaughan got it. If they'd have gone left, they had 5 on 3 there, the Knights. And now they are going to go that way on the last tackle. Here now, the kick. It's a high one. It's a contest. It's Wynn coming up for it, and Bradford come up with the ball, and Bradford survive again. I think they've missed an opportunity there, the York Knights.
Yeah, they did. I totally agree with you. Riley Dean just positions himself in a pocket to get the ball back off this man, Connor Wynn, but I do agree. They blew a chance to get your eyes up. Look what's in front of you now on the back of that. They got a penalty. Oh, listen, that's the biggest cheer of the night.
Yeah, the Bradford fans are becoming a big part of this match, aren't they? They're getting stuck in to the official. Now Bradford get a relieving penalty. Let's have a look what's been going on then. Well, it's been 49-51 either way, hasn't it? York have improved the completion rate, but still more meters for the Bulls, but Bulls having to make more tackles at the minute.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? The tackles that they're making. There's nothing in the stats apart from that. Oh, big carry.
And an offload as well. Don't get anything off the offload, but that was a big run from Eben Skirt. Another one coming back for the Bulls. Here's Wonga Blake. Blake gets it away, picked up by Akins. He turns it back for Dean. Dean happy to go. He's dragged down by the collar on his shirt there. And he's slow to his feet, but told to get up by Liam Rush. Short pass to Mellor. Mellor cuts back towards the left. He's going to be held up in the tackle. Just outside the 20. Bradford tackles left here. Coming back to the near side. It wasn't a good pass there. And that will be disappointing from Atkin, who now will hope for a better pass on the last one. Dean under pressure. This going to the near side. Batted back. This is play on. It's picked up by Wood. And he stays just about in the field of play. Well, he did well under pressure there, didn't he, the new half Riley Dean, but he got a kick away and it caused problems.
Well, that's the big thing, is just get the kick away. Ethan Ryan couldn't take it in. Sam Wood to the rescue, looking to shift the ball from one side of the field to the other. Have they got him here?
Have they got them? Oh, nearly. Nearly. Tackle made on Ataafa. They're going back that way again. Here now is Hunter. Hunter's away, he's quick. And he had support from Nofaluma, but he couldn't get the pass away. Bradford just getting stretched here, still down to 12. Here's Vuniyawa. He pumps his legs up the middle. York are starting to make some big inroads now, aren't they, down the middle? Here's the last one. Harris is going to send it high. He's looking to get Galliano up against Ryan. Galliano spills it, and the ball will be knocked on. Well, that was an end-to-end set there from York, who moved it wide quickly. They went straight up the middle. It was all action.
Yeah, well, 95 metres they made, didn't they, then, Mark? That's a nice set of 6 off some strong carries from playing on the back of that. And they've managed to get through the period where Andy Ackers was off the field. What's he got? Just over 20 seconds before he's back on the field from the sin bin. So we're back up to the full complement.
There he is, on the 10-second countdown now. He'll be back on next tackle. So they've managed to survive. They've not conceded any more points, Bradford. Ball now fired wide. Here's Mellor. Mellor dummies back inside, gets it away. Blake finds Ryan. Ryan down the sideline, got support inside, finds Nicarima. And a Bradford Bulls hit back. Nicarima scores under the post. Brilliant play from the Bradford Bulls. Ryan with a wonderful pass. And Jaden Nicarima does the rest. Bradford all level with a kick to come.
Oh, wow. Jaden Nicarima. I said before, he's like a different level when he puts his foot down on the acceleration. And they're quick. And they pull that try. Oh, nothing really. They conceded 95 metres. Joe Mellor does a really good job going at the line. And Wonga Blake with the tip on play to Ethan Ryan. And Ethan Ryan then just nice and calm tips the ball back on the inside to Nicarima. But Joe Mellor, how important, sucks in those York defenders. And Jaden Nicarima, as soon as he gets that ball from Ethan Ryan, well, he's not going to be stopped.
Enjoyed that. Nicarima, close season signing. A big period out injured, didn't he? And he has had his injury problems, but we mentioned it earlier. When he's fit, he is a game changer for the Bulls. Riley Dean then looking for his first successful kick as a Bradford Bull. Pretty straightforward, 10 out, just to the left of the post. And this for the lead. Makes a confident strike, drilled through the middle. Well, he might need a new shirt there, but his kicking is good, and the try was fantastic.
Yeah, really good play from Joe Mellor. Look, shows the ball inside. He pulls Sam Wood out, doesn't he? Gets him interested. Nice play. Then from Wonga Blake to give the ball Ethan Ryan and in support like any good halfback. Jaden Nicarima. That was a big plus for them. Kurt Haggerty knows that now he's got Andy Ackers back onto the field. They had to deal with that 10-minute period without him. They did that.
And credit the Bradford defence. They were on their line for quite a bit of that 10 minutes, but they held firm, didn't they?
Yeah. Again, look, just do the basics well. That's all you got to do in this game. You've got to run hard, you've got to play off the back of that, you've got to look at what's in front of you. Like I said, Joe Mellor just pulls defenders out of line because he's willing to take a whack by going at the defensive line.
Yeah, now they're looking to move it again, Bradford.
Off him, Ollie! All the way, King. Wait, go for it.
This carry over on the far side by Gardner. Here's Skur again. He's all action, isn't he?
You can't get a shot on him, can you? He's not the biggest, but wow, he put some effort in.
He does. Here's Fulton. Fulton offloads it. Ball bounces. Bradford look around, but Mellor picks it up, and Mellor gets the big fend on, but he'll have to go to ground. Just inside the Bulls half. Last one. Dean drops back. He's looking for depth on the kick. Going to be collected on the full, and now it's brought forward by Dagger, and Dagger runs it in up to the 20. How will York respond to having fallen behind? We're going to find out next 5 minutes before the break.
Oh, the big thing for them, don't panic. You've got to do, and you've got to listen to what your halfbacks are playing, what those spine players want from you if you're a big forward. There you go, like plenty of hard work. Just put a dent in the defensive line.
Yeah, I just wonder if they'd like that 10 minutes again when Ackers was off the field. Here's Harris. Did they make the most of the chances that they had? Here now is Deneve Barmforth. High kick. Aiken sets himself, leaps high, collects it, and he's going to be collected in the air. So that's going to be a penalty for the Bulls.
Yeah, well, matter of fact, no, plays fullback doesn't he? And I think it's him who gets caught underneath there, like you can see. He's got to be better than that. You're going to gift Bradford here now, 20 metres, 30 metres with a kick. Well, you have him trapped in the corner, that's where you want him.
Ball now here with Atkin.
Off him now, King.
It's Chamberlain. Tackle.
Play on.
Ball got stuck under his boot, but he did play it properly there.
Up and square X. Wait. Go to.
Now he's Skur again. He's a fan's favourite here. He's been here for quite a while. He's been here when they were down in the League One. And now he's earned his side another set of 6. Here's Wonga Blake. This all of a sudden now feels a big few minutes for York because they were in front and in control, but they're Bradford where they wanted them. All of a sudden now the Bulls are threatening to cut loose here. Nice run, good run from Ackers. Pumps off, he's going again, he's having another go. Up to the 10. Nikarima having a run himself, finds a gap, gets it away. Mellor going for the line, he can reach out, can he? Can he get it down? No, he can't. The post ped might help the Knights there. All hands on deck, ball firing wide, they've got room. Can they get the ball away? Fulton, oh, great tackle. Brilliant tackle. Ball's there to be won. Is he offside?
Yeah,
he didn't stand square, did he, Wood? He didn't stand square, he'd done the hard work and concedes a penalty on tackle number 5.
Yeah, but it's one of those temptations, just too much. You're not squirt marking, like you're desperate to get the ball. You're desperate to stop the onslaught. You give a penalty away, which is going to lead to 2 points. If it's converted, just seemed really quick, didn't it? Andy Ackers got out, made some decent meters. Jaden Nikarima, speed. That's what they just couldn't cope with then. The last couple of minutes, Mark Applegarth's men.
Right, here is the kick, and it's just a little bit further wide than the first one that Riley Dean struck confidently through the middle. To extend the lead by 2. Same outcome, another 2 points, and Bradford all of a sudden, much to the delight of the home fans, lead here at Odsal by 8 points to 4.
Well, that's all that matters for Kurt Haggerty's men and his side, that they've got a lead going into the changing rooms. All our fans certainly enjoying the Friday night rugby down here at Odsal. It's been bouncing before the game, and a good atmosphere during it as well.
Well, collected by Ryan, he gets it away, and it's brought forward here by...
Off him, King and square. To me, Jordan, wait. Go. Denise.
Bradford Bulls looking to move it, they're looking to promote it, they're working it out wide. Akins is tackled.
Go
He's carry again by Russell.
Release Jordan. Go free,
Last minute of the opening half here. All move wide to Gardner. Gardner's going to be tackled right on the halfway line. Can Bradford conjure something up here late in the piece? Ball now moved across. Here now is the magic man. But he comes up with an error, although Xavier Var couldn't pick it up. He would have been in offside position. Ryan gets it away to Wonga Blake. But the referee's come back after all that and said that there's a shepherd or an obstruction in there. And that means now that the ball will be, unless Bradford challenge it, in the hands of the Knights as the half draws to a close.
A little bit of trickery here from Jaden Nikarima. And he stitched Sam Wood up, didn't he?
He just put his arm out, didn't he, behind him there, that just touched Galliano. And well, is there a trick play going the other way? There might be. If this lands in his hands, he's away. He didn't get the bounce. Now he gets the bounce. Wow, he gets the offload away. It's collected by Russell. Well, the siren sounded then, but I think if that kicks on the full, Nofaluma's away up the sideline. What an end to the half. What an exciting first 40 minutes it's been. Short on points, but not short on talking points. That is for sure. Nofaluma gave the Knights the lead before the late try from Jaden Nikarima means at the break it's Kurt Haggerty's side that are in front. The Bulls lead the Knights by 8 points to 4.
Key players, the star players get hold of the ball. Looks like something's going to happen. It'll be interesting to see how they just slug it out in the opening 10 minutes of this second half.
Here's Vuniyawa, takes it forward with the first carry for the Knights. What do you think Mark Applegarth would have said to his team at half-time?
Well, he'll be saying it, and he'll be talking about certain individuals for Bradford, the likes of Ackers, the likes of Joe Mellor, the likes of Nikarima. Keep a really close eye on those three players. Got to control the likes of Ryan Sutton and Reeby Doro when they get back on the field, because they were damaging.
Well, here's a chance here, and now here's a chance for Mata Afa, but there's going to be a hit off the ball here, and they're going to get a penalty here. I think it's Ollie Field who's been hit after he passed it, but that was bright start from the Knights, but they're going to get another set here.
Yeah, he just goes through. You can see he was going through. He was hit. I think it was Riley Dean that just gets the and gives the penalty away. I thought, well, glad I've made the effort to get it. I'm just going to stamp my feet in the ground and just going to put a shot on him.
I thought it was only prop forwards that did that, Terry.
Or frustrated halfbacks, maybe.
Oh, is that what you were? Sorry, I thought you were a forward.
No, Holyfield, look, he just offers himself, and you can see he sets himself. It just really didn't need to do that. The start of the second half, giving a penalty away.
The referee's just going to have a word with him, and it will be penalty sufficient. So, a chance early on here, and that was a bright start from the Knights. They did move it wide nicely. Mata Afa couldn't quite break away, but a chance nevertheless here for the Knights early on in this second half. Are they about to level things up? Vuniyawa will lead the charge here.
Release Will. Wait.
Tackled 12 out. Barmforth gets it away to Thompson. Thompson finds Harris. Here's Dagger. Runs out pretty quickly here, doesn't it? If you play lateral, you need some players just to straighten things up. Here now, they're going to go with Xavier Var. That's exactly what he's going to do. Var driving forward, tackled 5 meters out from the try line here. Ball now swings away, short pass. They're looking to try and get Field through the gap, but there's no way through. Bradford's defence, by and large, has been brilliant. Now they're moving it wide here to Hunter. Short pass over the top. Chandler for Luma. What a pass, what a try. His second of the night. That was a miraculous pass over the top, right on the money. And York level up inside 2 minutes of the second half.
Well, I think it's the same combination, isn't it? I think it was Will Dagger that, when he set up the first try, he was the last person to pass the ball to that man when he scored. In the first half, I think he's just nailed it again with a lovely ball over the top. And they've done it on the left and the right. Mark Applegarth's side. Liam Harris has done it a couple of times. And just have a little look at the fullback here. It's a brilliant ball. Sorry, I think it's Cody Hunter, actually. Yeah, look at that. That's brilliant. Right on the money to Nofaluma. That's brilliant. Brilliant play. And that's how you wanted to start. And what you said, what would Mark Applegarth be saying? Well, he'd be saying, let's score the first points.
Yeah. That pass, there's literally no margin for error, because too high, too wide, or too short, that try doesn't get scored. Had to be on the button, and it was on the button.
Yeah,
now,
brilliant. Brilliant play. And played a lot of his rugby. Cody Hunter in the Queensland Cup for Redcliffe and Sunshine Coast. Played in the Championship last year.
Yeah, here's his kick now. This is to put York back in front. Right on the whitewash. Strikes it wide. He's trying to swing it in, but he's left it too late. So we are still level. So no goals for Cody Hunter. 2 tries to 1, though, for the Knights, and 2 for that man, Nofaluma.
Yeah, brilliant. Timing's key, isn't it? He spotted, didn't he, Cody Hunter? The Connor Wynn was just in a bit, anticipating it might have been a play to the centre, leave some space on the outside. And it's a big start from Applegarth's men.
Well, they did attack, didn't they, down that left-hand side earlier It's another punishing run from VAR.
Oh, now Eben!
Ball's gone the ground, though, I think. It's come free. Is this going to be a knock-on? I think it is. The big man's not happy. He's having a bit of a team meeting here. Does he challenge it?
Well, as Eben Skur, look at him, he's got hold of the ball. There's a bit of a tugging action on it as he's going down.
Yeah, and they're challenging.
Yeah.
York are challenging the ruling of a knock-on. They're claiming the ball was stolen.
Okay, we've got a captain's challenge. York are challenging the on-field ruling of a knock-on. So we just need to establish how many defenders in the contact here. So as you can see, there is more than one defender in contact. Eben Skur is locking the ball up. So now we go to camera 9 to establish if there's a clear pull on the ball. So if you can see Eben Skur's left hand there, he appears to flick the wrist. So we'll just confirm that from another angle. So, yeah, back to camera 9 then, that's the best angle. So you can see the left hand of Eben Skur locking the ball up, and he flicks the wrist. So it's going to be challenge successful, penalty for a ball steal.
There we go. So Xavier VAR wasn't the most... he wasn't animated about the challenge. He had a bit of a chat with his mates. I think they persuaded him to have a challenge.
Well, that's not what you want, is it, after conceding points, Eben Skur? Well, he's really difficult to handle, isn't he? But they did all the hard work by stopping him. When you're taking him to ground, you don't really need to do that little second effort. And
it's been all York, hasn't it? Only 4.5 minutes of the second half. Bradford struggling to get their hands on the ball. There goes the big man again, leading the charge. Barmforth waits at dummy half. He'll get the ball away. Here's Vuniyawa. He takes it inside the 20. Bradford have got some defending to do here. 3 more in the set. Barmforth finds Thompson, gets it away to Harris. Ball back on the angle, and for a moment it opened up there for Reynolds. Ball now close to the post. Barmforth is trying to poach one. Runs into his former Hull teammate, Gardner. Last one here, they've got numbers. They're going to come to this left-hand side again. They're looking for the hat-trick for Nofaluma. They can't get it to him. Mataafa is tackled, and Bradford's defence holds firm.
you know, a good defence from Bradford, but I'm sure that York are going to have a little look at the right-hand side again. I think it was Liam Harris that went across the field, did a drop-off play, and one of the players come rampaging through. A shake of the head from Conor when he wants it quicker, doesn't he?
Tackle made on the 10-metre line. Bradford would love a penalty to get them out of here, wouldn't they? It's going to take some big carries. There's one of them. Now, another bulldozing run. Skur with an offload, finds Ackers. Ackers moves it wide. Up to the 40 they go. They've done well here because tackle 1 was about 2 metres off their own line. So they've rolled downfield. Another good carry up the middle. Creamer with a bandage on. He's tackled. Last one for the Bulls. To Dean. Well, that was unnecessary. Ball's going to bounce here, and it's going to bounce to Conor Wynne, who's kicked it forward. Now, was he taken out? Was he taken out? Well, Dagger's kicked it dead anyway, so I think the worst outcome for the Bulls, they're going to get a goal line dropout, but there's a lot to discuss here. Late shot on the kick, it was Conor Wynne taken out. Let's find out what the video referee makes of it.
The merits of a penalty try and a possible professional foul by Dave Nofaluma. He's going to review it, Joe.
We've got an on-field decision of no try. Just going to confirm they're onside first from the kick. So,
what was your input on the kick chase initially? Right-hand side.
Akins just on the left and the chase on the outside have been called onside on field. Everyone else is offside. So let's play this through. So Akins has got both feet behind the ball there. So play this through. So all these to the right, including Akins, are onside. The ball bounces, bouncing ball. It's then a fly kick by Conor Wynne. David Norfoluma then makes contact with Wynn, so we just need to establish where the ball goes and have another look at that contact. So Norfoluma sticks his arm out there, sticks his right arm out and deliberately blocks Connor Wynn from chasing that. However, Will Dagger is in the vicinity and he's chasing back in the same direction. And he's actually ahead of him. So therefore we can't be certain the try would have been scored. However, I've made my decision.
Right, here we go then. There's foul play involved from David Norfoluma. So it's going to be a penalty for Bradford. But he's also, to add to his 2 tries, going to be picking up a yellow card, I would imagine, here.
It's a deliberate act in a try-scoring opportunity, but in our opinion, he wouldn't have scored. So it's going to be 10 minutes.
Well, that's a big blow, isn't it, for them? The man who scored a couple of tries in this game, to lose him. Well, to the delight of the Bradford fans, there's 10 minutes in the bin, you can just see. Sticks his arm out, Connor Wynn goes down.
Well, it all goes back to the fact, Terry, they let the ball bounce. Someone catches that doesn't happen, does it?
Yeah.
And they are going to have a shot at goal here, so the yellow card for Norfoluma. There's the coach. Well, Applegarth won't be happy. Well, goal kicking at the minute is the reason that York are not in front. Can Riley Dean boot Bradford back in front? He's 2 from 2 on debut. Heading from touch. Oh, he's hit the post. Now, where does the ball bounce? It's gathered by Nikarima. Nikarima now looking for broken field. Doesn't get a high tackle this time, but Bradford get it back on the goal line. Little bit of luck goes the way of the Bulls. Are they going to capitalise on it? Russell tackle. Couple of metres out here. Bradford looking to nudge back in front. Ackers finds Skur. Brushes off Thompson. Skur still going towards the line. And he's inches away as he rolls over to play it. Right underneath the shadow of the post. They go back to Nikarima. Puts the brakes on. Needs to find an offload. He does. It was a risky one in the end, but it was well taken in. Oh, he's gone straight through the middle. Aikens almost to the line. But Dagger did enough. But York are hanging on. And there's Gardner. Gardner. He thinks he's got it down. The referee thinks he's been held up. What an effort. He looked a certain scorer there.
Yeah, I think it was Holyfield underneath him. Big play from the back row. Look at that. Gets underneath. King Bruniayawa comes over the top as well to help.
Yeah, here they're going for the kick out wide. They're looking for Wynn. It's a mismatch in the air. Wynn tries to bat it in, but I think it landed on the touchline. It's an interesting tactic, that, isn't it, for Bradford? Because Connor Wynn, he's strong and he's stocky, but he's not the tallest, and it makes it harder for him in the air, especially against Matt Arthur.
Yeah, well, he's a fullback by trade, isn't he, Matt Arthur? And he just let Connor Wynn go up, make a play for it, knocks it into touch. I mean, if I go back and that set of 6 for Bradford, I think Dan Russell it was that carried the ball. It was either the first or second play. Instead of getting up, playing the ball really quickly early in the tackle count, he was looking at the referee to try and get a penalty. Just play the ball. Something else could have happened. Look, on the back of that now, a bit of frustration for them. They had 2 chances in that set of 6 to get through the line. Good defence from York, and now on the back of that, good defence to get a penalty.
Yeah, frustration growing. Well, York maybe didn't make the best of... Oh, they haven't come out touch. Oh, that is a nightmare for the Knights. So I was going to say that York didn't do well against 12 men. Bradford have missed a chance here, but have been gifted another one here. That is a cardinal sin.
Well, both of them are enjoying this tackling practice, aren't they?
Here's Aikens, who again threatens to break straight through the middle. Oh, that was a tip tackle, and this is going to be another penalty here. Now, in fairness, and the Bradford player just bounces straight up. I think he did land flat on his back. We've seen a couple of horror challenges, including here against Hull, but this one more a polite place on the ground, but his legs were way above horizontal, and this is going to be another shot for Riley Dean at goal.
I'm not being cynical here, but I will say that the Bradford player, he tucked into that, didn't he? Probably makes it look a bit worse than what it was. They're going to go for 2 points again here now. If at first you don't succeed, try again. You can see Akins, look, he's collared. King gets him underneath, and then all of a sudden he just like rolls forward. And like you said, he just jumps straight back up, doesn't he? Doesn't make a big deal out of it.
In fairness, it was Akins who was on the end of that Yusuf Hayden challenge, that horror challenge, and he got straight up from that. Here's Dean then, who's just hit the post. That spoiled his 100% record, but he'll be hopeful here. He's going to get back on track. 20 out. Strikes this one straight through the middle. Bulls back in front. 10 gone second half.
Well, Kurt Haggerty will be happy that his side have scored some points on the back of conceding the try from North Aluma early on in this second half. And a big reaction now will be what he wants from his side. Mark Applegarth knows that he's got another 5 minutes to go, hasn't he? With his try scored in winger, North Aluma sitting in the dugout.
Deep kick collected by Ethan Ryan, and he gets it away. Oh, big shot goes in there. Xavier Vaha didn't miss. Bulls will play it forward now. Here's Doro back into the action.
Yeah, well, that's it now. The two starting front rowers back in, not only for a big finish. Second carry since he's come back on the field, Ryan Sutton.
Yeah. Now with Mellor, they're looking to promote it here. Ball back on the angle for Russell. They find halfway. He'll fall to the ground, leaves marker on the floor. Here now is Ackers, gets it away to Mellor, finds Nikarima, fires it wide. It's bounce pass, it's picked up well by Ryan, did well there. Now he's sprinting back all the way across the field. Now he's looking for a gap, and after all that, he's tackled on the last one. 30 out from the line. Nikarima's going to send it. Little chip over the top. This time, Yorker there to collect it, and Harris is collected, and he'll be tackled inside his own 10.
Yeah, he does well, doesn't he, to get onto that ball. Jade Nikarima just trying to get something at the back end of the set. Instead of going for the corner, a little chip over the top. And just desperate for some decent meters here through Sam Wood.
10-8 here. Couple of games elsewhere tonight. And Hull were in front for an awful long time at Halliwell Jones, but Warrington have scored. They're in front 6-4 live on Sky Sports Plus. Another tight one there. And it's still all to play for at the one ball. Castleford were in front early on, but Lee have hit back. They lead 18 points to 8. You can follow that on Sky Sports Plus. The Knights have it. Harris sends it high into the night sky. It should be taken on the full on the far side by Ethan Ryan. He will look to launch a counter, and he is going to be tackled 20 off his own line. They'll be desperate, Bradford, to get him some chances. He scored a great try here in the win over Hull a few weeks ago now. He's such a potent finisher. Here now, the ball works its way centre field. Tackle made on halfway. This is in the balance. Who is going to strike? Here's Nikarima. Turns the ball back underneath, taken in by Fulton. Catches his way forward. Tackle made. Here now is Sutton. Sutton, quick hands, gets it to Doro. Nice tackle. Going with Ackers' run. Little dribble kick. Bounce. Oh, it bounced. It was dropped. And it went backwards. They've got lucky there, York. And I think the player, is it Galliano, was sweeping up, has been clattered on the ground. But Harris there couldn't take it in.
Yeah, well, he's caught one, hasn't he, Galliano? And he said Liam Harris, he fumbled it. The winger's just behind. He manages to pouch it. Mark Applegarth. Well, we're just hoping his side can get through the next couple of sets of 6 and get away from their line here, as Bradford are just trying to up the ante and speed the game up. You know what you like about Kurt Haggerty's men? They just keep turning up for each other. You just look at the whether it's forwards playing between each other or whether it's the backs promoting the ball and changing direction. It always seems to be that it's like an arrowhead. The man who's got the ball, he's got an option inside, outside, someone out the back. And the likes of Nicarima, that's what he's after. That explosive speed is what you need and unsettles men. And the Hackers, nice little kick through. Harris loses it.
He's actually done well, Galliano, to pick that up, hasn't he? And I think it's Nicarima just following through that's caught him here. I'm sure there was a great deal in that, was there?
There's nothing in it. Absolutely nothing in it. Unless there's an invisible hand there.
If he's staying on, it's going to be a green card.
Well, he's rubbing his chin, so...
Yeah. He's played for that.
Well, he's got green carded for his trouble.
I'm sorry,
I mean, it was a brave taking for. He's done really well to pick it up.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I think he's just tried to get a penalty on the back of it. I'll be honest.
Well, they are now down to 11 for the next 2 minutes because they've still got Nofaluma in the bin. So both their wingers are in, well, off the field at the minute. Nofaluma in the sin bin and Galliano on the green card. And these are big carries now because Bradford are hunting here. Bradford are sensing this is their time to strike. Garno takes it. There we go. Bradford have always been plus 80%. In fairness, York have upped their completion rate, but they're getting out fought in the metre battle, that is for sure.
Yeah, nearly 200 metres more, isn't it?
High kick will be allowed to bounce. Akins, it bounced straight to him. He couldn't have asked for a better bounce there. Here is Akins, up to the 40, turns it back underneath. Chance here, good break. Tackle made. Xavier Vaar makes the challenge there. And now here come the Bulls. Akins, route one. He's wrestled to the ground. Oh, now, set restart. Bradford are on a roll. Are they about to strike and open up a big lead here? 2 points. There's never been more than a score in it, has there, tonight? Here's Mellor. Mellor wrestled. Bradford fans reacted. They thought that was a tackle round the neck from Bartford. They're having none of it, the referee. Here's Doro. Doro 10 out. Bradford grinding their way forward here in this set. They're coming back towards the middle. Short pass. They're trying to power their way through with Russell. He's tackled 2 out. Well, they've only 11 on the field here at York, so they're going to be short somewhere. There's Mellor. Mellor to pinch one! Underneath, he clutches his knee. Hopefully no injury. But it's a 4-pointer for Mellor. They didn't keep their eye on the ball. The ball, the danger, and Mellor had it, and Mellor scores.
Yeah, set up a try in the first half, scored one himself in the second half, and topped the tackle count for Bradford. And that's what they've missed when he's not played for them this year. He's such a good leader. And we saw that when he was at Salford and they were going through all the troubles last year. And he just steps up to the mark. And he comes up with a try here. Nice pass from Hackers. He shows it. And he gets in.
Well, that while York were down to 11. They were desperately trying to cover gaps, and they left one right in front of them.
Well, he'll just play what's in front, won't he? He grew up as a youngster playing in the halves, a running half he was all the time as well. Out since...
I haven't actually had the confirmation yet. It is now confirmed.
I think they were just having a little look if there was any obstruction when Joe Mellor, he pumps the ball to go, and was there a York player impeded? But out since April, Joe Mellor, and that's what he brings. A try assist, a try.
This should be a formality for Riley Dean, and this is for an 8-point lead. Just over a quarter of this one to go, and the kick is true, and it is now 16 points to 8 in favour of the Bradford Bulls.
Well, caught out for numbers, weren't they? Both the wingers were off the field. Nofaluma definitely was off the field. I'm not sure whether Scott Galliano was back on the field. But Joe Mellor, look at that, he pumps to go. And they're just beaten, aren't they? Nice play from Mellor, the old veteran. Knows all the tricks of the trade. and an important try for his side.
Yeah, it certainly was. Oh, Bradford have got the ball, and it's out on the full, and look at that from Ethan Ryan there. And this is coming all the way back to the halfway line, and York are just starting to implode here.
Yeah, we're going from bad to worse, and then there's, look at that, just overcooks it. And you can just see he gets his foot on the dead ball line on the side. And from a couple of mistakes, they find themselves under real pressure here.
I think if they concede here, the Knights are in big trouble. Doro with the carry. Mentioned it was all York start of the second half. It's all been Bradford last 10 minutes. And here they go again, flooding through the middle. Sutton wrestles his way forward, and again he'll stand and play it. Gets it away now. Here's numbers out wide. Big shot goes in there. Mata'afa on Dean. Have some of that, he says. What a tackle that was. Needs some more of that though, the Knights. Sutton takes it. 5 out from the line. All played now. They'll swing it across to Mella. Fires it to Nikarima. Short pass. Fulton's gone without it. Bradford make a rare error. But what a tackle that is from Toa Mata'afa.
Yeah, well, certainly stamped his authority on the game, didn't he? And Will Dagger gets a penalty. Andy Acker's the man penalised. Or it just lets him off the hook, doesn't it?
Stay on.
Because they look gassed. Look at the players, hands on hips, hands on knees. Look at this here. Boom! Get that into you.
Mata'afa.
Do you think you'd actually be able to get up off the ground if one of them hit you?
I think the normal man in the street looks at this and goes, how do you do that? Anyone that doesn't watch rugby league on a regular basis watches that and goes, how did he get up?
As though there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Inside 40. York looking to reduce the deficit. Got time at the minute. That's a good carry and a good challenge. Oh, the Bradford player's gone down clutching his shoulder. Bulls are in trouble here. They're a player down, and they've fired their own man. And that's an error there. Reynolds puts it down, whether he was the pass or not. Oh, I don't think he was. It was going to Dagger, wasn't it?
Yeah. Will always be aware. You're always an option if you're running through. And Harvey Reynolds, he has his time again. Just concentrate on catching. Like you said, there's a player in a bit of trouble here. You can see a player lay on the ground. The reaction kicking the legs into the turf. It's never a good sign, is it?
I think it's Zach Fulton. He went down. It was a heavy challenge. And he clutched his shoulder instantly.
Yeah.
There's Kurt Haggerty. Well, they've had injuries galore. So in fairness of York, but these two have been hammered by injuries. Right, what's happening elsewhere this weekend then? Well, what day we've got tomorrow? Cowboys Dolphins kicks things off, NRL 8:30 Sky Sports action. Then it's the Broncos against the Titans at 10:35. Then we're back in the Super League. Giants take on Toulouse at Dewsbury. 2:55 start for that one. That's on Sky Sports Plus. Wakefield against Hull Kingston Rovers at 4:25. Sky Sports Plus. Then we're off to Paris as the Dragons take on the Cup winners Wigan Warriors. 5:30 start. Sky Sports Plus for that one. Monday, bonus game. NRL Bulldogs against the Eels. 7:05. An early start there. And Ian Blease of Leeds is the guest on the Bench podcast. Brad Arthur with a new 2-year deal. So good news for Leeds and their supporters. Top of the table. And they've got their coach locked up for another 2 years. But this is worrying for Bradford here. And this is the challenge from Fulton.
He feels the full force, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Is it Jack Martin?
Well, he fell and then he got crunched underneath, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, Jack Martin and Paul Vaughan, both fresh, back onto the field. See it out the last 20 minutes, and Fulton feels the full weight, doesn't he? In the first carry from Martin.
Yeah. Doesn't look a definite that he's coming off, though, does it? And he's able to get himself off the ground, so he's okay.
Well, he certainly looked in a bit of pain when he was on the ground.
Yeah. Well, Bradford survived that, and they keep Fulton on the field. So good news all round for the Bulls.
Okay, ball. Out.
Into the final 20 minutes we go here.
Up now, Paul.
Have Bradford done enough
All the way, wait.
to make it 5 home wins on their Super League return?
Off the legs, Jack. Dash line, York. Wait, go to.
Well, now works its way
It's a move. Hold. Go for it.
on over the 20. Short pass to Russell.
Off now, Cody. To me, Paul. Wait. Go for.
Here's Mellor. Hits it away to Nicarima. Short pass to Fulton, who's back in the action, showing no ill effects of that shoulder problem.
5. It's okay.
That's tackle on halfway. Here now the kick hammered downfield by Nicarima, and it's going to stop. That's a decent kick. Ball played and brought forward by Galliano.
It looked like he was looking for the sideline with that kick. Well, there's still plenty of twists and turns to go in this game, but York definitely need to be the next team to score another score for Bradford. It's Bradford's game.
Yeah, certainly a converted try. A 3-score lead should be enough. It's not looked tonight where there's going to be lots of tries.
Go free.
Some solid contact in defence from both sides.
Certainly is. Ball now brought forward by Vaughan. Again, he stands. I bet he's never stood so many times in a tackle. Here's Harris, sends it high. Now this a test for Akins. Not a great deal of pressure on him, and as such he takes it pretty confidently and brings it forward up to the 20. Well, the second half started so well, didn't it, for York? That try for Nofaluma, but not after that initial burst. Offered too much, have they, in the try-scoring stakes?
Yeah, no, it was a busy opening 10 minutes, and then Nofaluma again. You mentioned him, he's heard his name, and he gives a penalty away.
Well, he scored 2 tries, he's been in the sin bin, and now he's conceded a needless penalty there. And that just allows Bradford out again.
Yeah, well, Connor Wynn was thrashing around on the ground, just desperate to try and get up, find his front player, the ball quick. Gets the penalty on the back of it for his urgency.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest touch finder in the world, was it?
Get square. Find me, wait, go.
Ball's on halfway. Mellor. Into the line comes Nicarima. He gets it wide to Wonga Blake.
Up now, Sam. Back York. Wait. Go to.
Akins, Blake the decoy. Here now is Mellor again. He's the threat, isn't he?
Yeah.
Everywhere he is, there's danger, and he's got it again. Short pass, another big shot goes in, but it's another offload from Nicarima. The kick, though, from Mellor wasn't a good one. Probably the first mistake he's made.
Yeah.
I've done him. I've cursed him.
Yeah, I agree with you there, yeah.
Oh, thanks for that.
Everything he'd done up to that point had been really good. As soon as you mention his name and give him a big tick, comes up with an error.
It's a nice run out of dummy half that is promptly ended by Sutton and Doro.
It's been very physical, this game. Both sides ripping into each other. Again, Paul Vaughan not gone down.
Yeah, stands in the tackle. Must be some kind of record. Oh, they had numbers out the back there, York. They've just made a couple of indecisive moments, haven't they, that have led to them not capitalising. To go back, Jack Martin. Harris is just going to send it high. Now this time they're looking to get Dagger on Akins. Dagger, ball on the ground, but who touched it? And they don't keep it in. So it's all about the call of the initial knock on. And I think the referee's saying that it was knocked on by the Knights, and that'll be the turnover.
Yeah, you can just see he's trying to tap the ball back to Galliano. It just goes forward though. Well, Dagger, but that was better. The previous kick, there was no challenge on Akins at the back. At least on that occasion, Dagger goes for it. Doesn't come off of them. Big set here now. Get into him, get off the line, press really hard.
It's a huge set, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is huge. They can't jump the gun though. They've got to keep. They've got plenty of time. It's 15 minutes left. 2 scores behind. But Bradford, you'd have to say, look the more likely at the moment.
Again, look at them. Quick play the ball. Again, Andy Ackers goes.
That's some big meters here. Set restart. more trouble for the Knights. They're hanging on here. They are hanging on. And it looks like the Bulls are about to put this one away. Doro straight up the middle.
Wow.
Straight up the guts of the York defence. Anchors now. Short pass, Mellor. Mellor dummies. This time they don't fall for the dummy. And they take him a couple of metres out, but it's another penalty.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those hitting on suspicion. I think it was Joe Mellor again. He goes at the line. He's got options. He's looking. You can just see Ryan Sutton is the man that's impeded. But Joe Mellor, because he's holding the ball in two hands, he's asking questions, isn't he? He sucks a couple of players in, and because of the threat of the pass, Martin just hits Ryan Sutton and gives a penalty away. An easy 2 points again coming here. I've been really, really impressed with Ryan Sutton and Reeby Doro.
Well, Sutton was a big signing, wasn't he? In the fact that nobody expected him to rock up at Bradford, and this fella Doro, he's having an outstanding night tonight.
Yeah, brilliant, really powerful. Started his career at Warrington, didn't he? Knocked around in the championship, given a chance at Hull KR. Now here at Bradford, and Riley Dean looking for another kick here. Can he make it 5 from 6?
Well, you'd think so. And he does. Confident strike from Riley Dean. And Bradford nudged further nearer that 5th Super League win of the season. Kurt Haggerty's side in control with 13 remaining here. York maybe just missing the guile and the know-how of Paul McShane. They're going to go short here from the restart, but can they get bodies underneath it? No, they can't, and Bradford come away with it. Almost for a second, threatened to break away.
Oh, good dropping tackle.
That's a good tackle for
Inman.
Yeah, I think he's a player as well. Right. Ball offloaded here. It's just getting a bit quick now, isn't it? You feel there's more points in the Bulls.
They look a bit more confident, don't they, now? And the blueprint for them is, look at that. Again, going from dummy half. Great ball from Ackers.
Yeah, Russell taking the ground, leaves a marker down in the ruck again. Here now is Riley Dean. Dean short pass. They're trying to get through the gap. No way through. Last one. Big tackle this. Can York hang on? It feels like they're clinging on at the moment. Fulton going to be tackled. And that's the last tackle. So Bradford don't come up with anything to ask too many questions. But they've said, look, we're leading by 10. You can have it down here in your own 10.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's where you turn the ball over, isn't it? You've got to challenge the opponents. You know they're going to try and play it. And they're going to be desperate to get the ball out.
You have to say, their left edges look more potent tonight. Harris is not quite clicked back into gear. Started pretty well, but not had a lot of ball in this second half to deal with.
Off him now, Zach.
Just outside the 20 here, York, halfway through the tackle count. Need 2 scores. They've got to get the first one in order to get back into the contest here. They're going for the 40-20. Inman. Oh, he's touched it, Wynn. He's touched it.
Oh, what's
so
he doing?
That is going to be a York ball, and Wynn just caught out there. Great vision again. I think it's Inman from dummy half here. And the kick, whether it was going into 20 or not, he's got Wynn caught out, and he's put a hand on it.
What's he doing? Wow, it was a great kick, like you said, from Inman. I think he positioned himself perfectly, didn't he, behind the red line, looking for that 40-20.
Yeah, we were talking to Chris Thorman earlier, the assistant coach at the Knights. They're delighted they've got Inman in. They think they've got a player there. And he's shown tonight. Set restart for the Knights then. Feel they've got to score here. Here now goes Hingano. He's going to be tackled 10 out.
Release. That's one. 6 again.
Coming again here is Inman. Just up the road at Halifax. Tom Inman.
Wait. Go, 1.
Ball now works its way across. Here's the dummy. They get it away. Mata'afa. Here's a hat-trick for Nofaluma. He's in, and he grounds it, and York are back in this match. It's a hat-trick for Nofaluma. This time they used Mataafa as a decoy, and it paid dividends. The Knights are alive and kicking.
Well, sometimes when you look at players and you think that he's going to be a really big threat, you can use it to your advantage and use him as a dummy runner. And Nofaluma gets a look at this, the kick from him, and brilliant kick. Well, Conor, when he has his time again, he just keeps that right hand tucked inside. A nice little show and go from them. I think Cody Hunter again. You know, Ngannou shapes to go one way, comes back the other, and the little pump and the nice little play from Mataafa, releasing Nofaluma for his hat trick. Oh, we've got a big finish, haven't we? Last 10 minutes.
Just checking the grounding here. Looked like he banged it in the ground. It bounced up. So now just checking that. Try is now confirmed. Now this is a big kick, Terry.
Yeah.
3 tries they've scored, not got a kick yet. If we can get this over, then they're a chance to win it in normal time. And Hunter strike from out wide. Sends this one. This looks a better kick. And Bradford fans are silent. It is a good kick. And all of a sudden, the York Knights are back within 4. And it is game on at Odsal.
Nofaluma has scored 3 tries in this game, hasn't he? So important. And that's why Mark Applegarth will be disappointed that he spent 10 minutes in the sin bin, because he knows that the man on the edge can score some points if he's given the opportunities. And what can he do in the final 9 minutes?
Bradford Bulls substitution league, the pitch number 6, sponsored by La Romantic Events.
Good use of the centre, wasn't it? Mataafa, a big part to play in that one. 9 remaining. All of a sudden, York rejuvenated, but they're clattered there by a big shot from the Bulls on Galliano. Here now goes Vaughan. Vaughan hit hard by Doro.
Nice contact from Doro.
This has been a proper, you mentioned it, it's been a tough old night, hasn't it?
Absolutely, both of them going at each other. You know, looking at York, and him will go here, will he?
Into the way, he'll get the ball back. Here now is a chance for Hunter. He slips the ball away. They had a chance to move it wide. They're still going up to halfway. The Bradford fans trying to encourage their team on here. Big last 9 minutes. Hunter hits it high. At the back is Akins. He'll catch it. So good under the high ball. Brings it forward.
You know, it'll be interesting to see how York finish this game off. You go back to round 1 and round 3. Close games. They won both of those by 1 point. So they can fight them out. Well, just 4 points in this game. They know they've tried. They've got to come up with something.
There's Nicarima. We understand shoulder injury, and well, he's taken his shirt off, so I don't imagine he's going to be back tonight either. More problems for the Bulls. So Nicarima off with a shoulder problem. They'll play it here. Ackers gets it away. Well, Bradford will believe one more score on the home, but they've got to get one more score here. Chris Atkin just launches it high. This is a competition. Dagger sets off. He's dropped it. He's dropped it. He's picked by Ryan, and that's a try. Riley Dean on debut is in. Liam Russ points to the spot, and that might do it for Bradford. Dagger beaten in the air, and Bradford celebrate. They're back 2 scores to the good.
Well, what about that taking here? I'm sure it was Ethan Ryan that goes up. Any ball that goes in the air, and you want to make it a contest, it's an attitude if you're going to go for it. You got to stay on side as well. And it is Ethan Ryan, the left winger. Look at that, eyes focused. Doesn't even have a look where Dagger is. And gets his hands free, and a lovely offload over the top to Riley Dean. Brilliant play, Ethan Ryan. Look at that, under enormous pressure. And well, that's just, I think, put the nail in the coffin, hasn't it? You thought that York were back in.
I guess it's just a question. It looked like he took it cleanly. And the offload, brilliant. He's on 97 Bulls tries, Ethan Ryan, but he won't get the name on the score sheet, but it was as good as a try for Ryan. Brilliant assist from him. We are awaiting, and the try has been confirmed. So Riley Dean will get another shot at goal here. This for a 10-point lead. And just as it looked like York were getting back into it, Ethan Ryan comes up with a magic play to kick them back out of it again.
Brilliant, big play in a moment that was needed, and Riley Dean now just taking his time, knowing that these 2 points could be really valuable.
Well, he's got 14 points on the night already. Strikes it. Flags go up. Bulls lead by 10. 5 remaining at Odsal.
Yeah, Ethan Ryan. Well, he knows he might not have scored the try, but he set it up, hasn't he? Look at that. He had to evade a couple of York players. Did ever so well to get the ball out of that tackle from Harris and Wood, and just lays it in the path of the man who's on debut, Riley Dean.
Gone short, but gone out on the full. Dagger, who was beaten in the air, has now kicked it out on the full. And the floodgates going to open late here.
Yeah, well, they had to go for it, didn't he? The shake of the head. One says it all. They needed the ball back. They needed to be in Bradford's half.
They did. Right. Full time at the one ball. Castleford against Lee. Castleford got off to a good start, but it's the Leopards who have seen victory. 24 points to 14 for the Leopards. Are on a bit of a roll at the minute.
No, wait there.
So that's one
I weren't ready.
done tonight. We'll keep you up to date.
Okay, on you.
Warrington and Hull as well. Closing stages of that one on Sky Sports Plus, but here closing stages at Bartercard Odsal.
Release Jackson, he's back. Go on.
Are the Bulls going to send their fans home happy with another late try?
Off him now, Paul.
Here now is Acker's short pass. They're rumbling forward here. Bradford determined to get another score to wrap up the victory. Ball short. Doro! He's in, and he deserves it as well. The big fella blasts over from close range. And Bradford now secure the points. It will be 5 home wins, and they'll rise up the table again.
But Aribi Doro scores the try. I think he's been absolutely fabulous on the stints that he's been on the field. I think he's been direct, he's been powerful. He doesn't hold back, he hasn't got a handbrake. He's so direct, and look at that. Everyone thinks that the ball might be going out the back. There's a bit of hesitation under the sticks, I think, from Tom Inman. And Aribi Doro gets the one-on-one with the fullback Will Dagger. No matter how good a defender Will Dagger is, he's not going to stop him. And the smile says it all. He knows he's had a right game today.
He's in good form at the minute. Ruby Dora. Riley Dean waiting for the chance to kick the goal here.
20 seconds.
Kurt Haggerty looking on. The job all but done tonight.
10 seconds.
And it will be. Back-to-back home wins, and this fella's played his part tonight as well. 3 minutes remaining here, and Bradford are going to be winners in round 13.
Well, Aribi Doro really gets his just rewards, doesn't he? You know, pretty powerful. As I said, I watched him as a youngster. He's got plenty of speed. And filled out now and turned into a very, very, very good prop forward. As I said before, he left Warrington, bounced around the championship, went up to Hull KR, given an opportunity. Second spell at Bradford. Well, he's taking his chance with both hands.
Are they going to go short? A trick play here. Collected by the Bulls. Inventive from York, but gathered by the Bradford Bulls. There's been a couple of kick-outs on the full, haven't they, from kick-offs as well, which haven't helped York's cause. But they started so well second half. They levelled it up at 8-8. They got back within 4 with 11 minutes left, but they just haven't ever landed that telling blow, Mark Applegast's side. Tough night for them tonight. Yeah. Knock on from Bradford, but time against the Knights. And they're going to challenge.
Bradford are challenging the ruling of lost ball. They're playing into the stall. My live view is that the force of him trying to get to floor is what's caused the ball to come out.
Okay, we've got a captain's challenge. Bradford are challenging non-field ruling a knock-on. So there's more than one defender in contact here. Tom Inman is attempting to wrap the ball up, which he's entitled to do. So we need to establish if there's a clear pulling motion or clear stealing action by Inman. So just go through the angles. He's using the ball in the first one. Okay, this might be his best one. He's locking the ball up.
Give us a fucking win, would you?
He's locking the ball up and pushing it. He's pushing the arm, but he's entitled to be in contact. There's no clear pulling action on that. So he's wrapping the ball up, and he does push, but he's entitled to try and push the defender. It isn't a clear stealing action that dislodges the ball. It's the weight of the tackle as he's trying to move the defender. So it's going to be challenge, unsuccessful.
Challenge is unsuccessful, but Bradford were just giving themselves a bit of a breather. I think they were, if they won it, all well and good. If they don't, they're still 16 in front with just under 3 minutes left.
Yeah, I agree. York will get the ball back in, and well, he certainly stands his ground, doesn't he, on the powerful Bradford player, Evan Skirt.
Have York got anything left in the tank? They might have here. No Faluma down the sideline, but plenty of white shirts coming back will make the tackle. 20 out from the line. Hunter, as they look for a consolation. And look now to work the ball across to Harris, whose night started well, but hasn't really managed to inject himself into the game here. Tackle made. 30 out. Aggressive defence from the Bulls.
Yeah, aggressive working from everywhere, aren't they? 5 players just pushing along, and look at that line speed as well. Really impressive.
Held! Release Dan! 6 again to floor after release.
It's a restart, but it's all a little bit too late, isn't it? Although they were a chance to break through there. Can they get a consolation here? They're going to try with Martin. Powers his way to the line, but he's a metre short. You can see there. That's how close they are. The Knights restart again, but Bradford are just managing the clock down here. Harris steps out of the tackle. Harris is going to go in, and they do get a consolation with 90 seconds left. And it is a consolation for Harris and for the Knights.
Well, Liam Harris, like you said, he started the game off never so bright, didn't he? Again, just manages to get in between 2 of the bigger players. And I think it was Evan Skur and Doro. Just hasn't quite seen enough of the game in the second half. Harris.
Try confirm time on shot clock on.
Cody Hunter is going to slot over the goal. And it is 13 points to 20 now. Well, it was 8-4 at half-time. We had plenty of points in the second half, and it's Harris, the latest scorer. You mentioned the line speed. They, again, forgot to look after the man with the ball.
Yeah, well, Liam Harris, just, like I said, it's always difficult when you're a big man defending in the middle and you've got a half-back and someone who's got some speed and got some footwork and uses that agility to beat you late on in a game.
Do not turn me on.
Well, it's going to be too little, too late.
And when they look back on this game and they dissect it and see where they have gone wrong, a couple of moments that they'd like back, York.
Well, they're going to chance their arm here. They're going to sling it across to this left-hand side. They've got one set left to try and get another consolation. They're not going to die wondering here tonight, but Bradford, this is a big win for them. Moves them further clear of the bottom positions, moves them within 4 of the top 6 as well. Hunter gets it away. Here now is Harris, short pass on halfway. 3 tackles left in the set. York desperately now, ball over the top. Here's a chance for Mata Afa. Hasn't got the pace. Oh, he had Nofaluma on his inside. He didn't find him there. That was a chance for York. They're going to move it side to side here. Barmforth steps, goes to ground. Last one is the one late consolation again. They're going to put the high kick up. They're going to try and attack Wynn. It's too deep, the kick. He collects it in goal. He's tackled in goal. And that might just about do it for the Bulls. They'll run the clock down here. And it will be a Bulls victory. Wynn doing the job.
Yeah, big second half performance from them, wasn't it? And that's all that matters, getting the win for Kurt Haggerty. He'll be really pleased. Mark Applegarth, like I said, a couple of moments in the game that he wish he could have back.
Stay on. Okay, Riley.
The referee stopped the clock, so they'll get one chance here from the restart. Nice touch with the instep. What have they got? Are they going to swing it wide? They're going to try. Now a little chip over the top. Regathered, but that's it. Knocked on by York. And it is a win for Kurt Haggerty and the Bradford Bulls. They wrap up the spoils at Odsal. Joy for those in the red, black and amber of Bradford. For Mark Applegarth, it's another close miss, but another miss nevertheless.